Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, yo? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys, and you already know what it is. Let's get into it. This is big because this is one that I wanted to do, alright? I am not familiar with Master Difference's music. I think we featured one or two songs that he may have been featured on the channel that we've reviewed, but I don't believe we've done just one of his yet. I want to do this because I became a fan over the last month or so, maybe probably a little bit longer than that, of the actual artist by watching the way that he tweets and the way that he interacts with people. He's just a super positive dude. Every time that I see him like tweet or something like that, or he puts something out, it's always been like a positive message. He bigs up other rappers. He's not like one of these ego inflated dudes. He genuinely just seems like a dope individual, so I want to dig into the music. Like, he made me want to, he sold the artist before he sold the music for me, and it's made me want to dig into it more, which is like, honestly, in what we do is like the biggest compliment you can give someone. Like, because there's plenty of people that make decent music but are pieces of shit, and it's just like, I don't really like this person, but it's a kind of a bop. So this is someone that I'm coming into it where like I enjoy, like him and I we may have exchanged a few, you know, sentences here and there, a few tweets here and there, but we had never really like chopped it up yet. I've literally just been somebody that like every time that he posts, I just noticed the constant influx of like shit that I agree with or just positivity, and I was like, all right, that's dope. Let's get into it. I'm talking too much. Do me a favor, run the gauntlet, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, little bell notification guy. Down in the comments below, all right? We want to go back to asking questions. I like when we had a little bit more interaction on the channel, right? What's been your album of the year for 2020? What do you think is album of the year for 2020? That's what I want to know. Down in the comments below. We got merch, we got the Discord, and we have the Patreon down in the description below. Feel free to join any of them, support the channel. Love you, appreciate you. All right, let's get to the bars. You know why we're here. All right, let's get it. Newest wave.
Feel like this shit is too loud. Anyway, yo, look, I'm tapping ass like the teen that rocked that was silent. I'm finna smash like I sleep with the stars. I'm a comet, a shooting star, man. My season is spicy. I'm hot there. A sinister, man. My rapping is fire. Yo, I'm honest. Came out the dirt shit, motherfucking zombie.
Nah, bring this back. Bring this back. He sounds like he has a poetry background. His structure, his line structure sounds very poetic right off the bat.
Feel like this shit is too loud. Anyway, yo, look, I'm tapping ass like the teen that rocked that was silent. I'm finna smash like I sleep with the stars. I'm a comet, a shooting star, man. My season is spicy. I'm hot there. A sinister, man. My rapping is fire. Yo, I'm honest.
That whole star scheme that he did, that whole thing right there, that was dope. I like that. It started off like it was gonna be soft because you don't realize that it's a scheme at first. You know what I'm saying? And then he just kept going with it. I like that. That was nice.
A shooting star, man, my season is spicy, I'm hot there. A sinister, man, my rapping is fire, yo, I'm honest. Came out the dirt shit, motherfucking zombie. The words I'm steady spitting make you think I'm dubbing Gandhi. Look, spirit of truth, even haters can't deny me, born. I got the juice and they just sipping on my line. And Mudimu Kopabatu say they can't kick it with my rhyme. And the skill is supernatural, cadence, not a manual. Automatic fire, I'm killing, there's nothing prior or after.
Yo, he sounds smooth as shit. His flow is so fluid. Even when he's switching up languages, he flows in and out very, very well.
Newest wave, critical disaster. We making sure that the game behaves. Pitiful your masters, I'm making sure that the game is caged. You see, my master was making sure that the game is saved. I hope you bought it and never asked for the change again. We're here now. You supposed to change now.
They try to copy me, they not original. Damn. Oh my God, I'm the man. My talent, I seize it. I move like the waves, I never die when I crash. Turn my idols to fans. Try catch up if you can.
Alright, I see what they're going for. There might be a little bit too much production on the hook. I like it. My problem is I'm not on edibles right now. can imagine listening to this while faded. This gives you that almost like Marvin's Room, that Drake vibe, right? Where like when you're listening to it and it's like it just like the sound fills the room with an ambience that just like feels like you're faded. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be too energetic and on go right now for this. This is a vibey ass track. Let's bring this back. I gotta see how I feel about this. There might be just a little bit too much engineering on the hook, but I also kind of feel like that's what they were going for. Let's hear it again.
See, my master was making sure that the game is saved. I hope you bought it and never asked for the change again. We're here now. You supposed to
They
change
try
now.
to copy me, they not original. Damn. Oh my God, I'm the man. My talent, I seize it. Yeah. I move like the waves, I never die when I crash. Turn my idols to fans. Try catch up if you can.
And they still keep that poetry element on the, like, I like the way he puts this together, right? The first thing that he says when he comes onto the track, if you listen, he's like, I think this is up too loud. And then he has this like real smooth, like it's not a rah-rah track, right? So he has like this kind of like talking mellow vibes. And then you get, as soon as the hook comes in, they're like doubling, tripling down on it too. Like he sets the tone with what he says in the beginning, follows through with it to where like I'm almost guarantee you that was purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, oh, he happened to be in there and it was too loud. Like nah, I feel like this was like a very, very set tone that they want to like ease you into the mindset. They did a good job so far. I like this so far.
Hope you bought it, I wrote it and then recorded and sold.
Nah, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Turn my idols to fans. Try catch up if you can.
I hope you bought it, I wrote it and then recorded and sold it. Rappers is hopeless and this is the time they focus. We here, we be the coaches, they playing games, no more vouchers this year. This is the culture, you lazy rappers is dying in fear. I grew up different, we was damaged by the system. So these niggas that was pimping, I roll with them when they drinking. I was
Let's go! Come on.
hopeless and this is the time they focus. We here, we be the coaches, they playing games, no more vouchers this year. This is the culture, you lazy rappers is dying in fear. I grew up different, we was damaged by the system. So these niggas that was pimping, I roll with them when they drinking. I was
That's fucking, let's go. I can listen to this flow and content all day long.
games, no more vouchers this year. This is the culture, you lazy rappers is dying in fear. I grew up different, we was damaged by the system. So these niggas that was pimping, I roll with them when they drinking. I was 10 years and they still crying, same tears. Scribble scrabble, I'm throwing jabs on your lyrics tickle. It's not the reason I'm laughing, you just a fucking joke. They dubbing me the season's assassin, I had no fucking hope. How many bars did cats come across? So I was too fucking dope. How many rappers suffer the loss? Man, I could never choke. I never leave the microphone, I'ma die when I'm in my zone. Probably die rapping, no acting, I can't have it. You probably die acting, no capping your lame habits. You never been famished, I'm hungry, the pain damaged the boy.
They try to copy me.
You can hear a lot of J. Cole influence. I feel like whether it's the calmness of his voice and the way that he's delivering it, I don't know. I get a lot of J. Cole vibes. You can tell there's at least an influence there.
Original, damn. Oh my God, I'm the man. My talent, I seize it. Yeah. I move like the waves, I never die when I crash. Turn my idols to fans. Try catch up if you can.
That's actually nasty. This hook, I didn't like how overly produced it was. Like they had like too much reverb or whatever, auto-tune on his voice, it sounds like. But if you actually just listen to it, like it's actually a pretty ill fucking hook.
I seize it, yeah. I move like the waves, I never die when I crash. Turn my idols to fans.
Fam, you can't just see yourself laying back, blowing smoke, listening to this. Like, this is that smoky room music, man. I fuck with this. This is dope.
Catch up if you can.
Yeah, yo, I'm underrated, but my balls are overrated. Copy and pasted, probably stay on the mic until I'm celebrated. Judging from my past, I think it's safe to say I finally made it. But it's kinda tricky, my occupation's still complicated. I heard my nigga Maz just graduated. No offense, but I don't need no piece of paper to tell me how educated I am. Doing this shit for the fam. Nigga, don't act like you ain't got a clue I am. You only go hard on the gram, I hop on the beat and...
This doesn't fit in at all. I'm sure the like, look, I'm telling you right now, I've liked everything that I've heard from J Hood so far. And it's not that he can't rap. His pitch of his voice is too high for the vibe of this song. He is literally pulling me out of the vibe. Like, they did such a good job. I'm assuming Una Rams is on the hook and Mass is the first and second verses. If I'm wrong, crucify me in the comments. But they did such a good job of setting a smoky room vibe on the first, the second, and the hook that it's jarring to hear J Hood come in. Like, he's not coming in trying to set a mood. He still sounds like he's coming in trying to rap. Like, he's came into this like it was a cipher when it was a vibe.
Turn my idols to fans. Try catch up if you can.
Yeah, yo, I'm underrated, but my bars are overrated. Copy and pasted, probably stay on the mic until I'm celebrated. Judging from my past, I think it's safe to say I finally made it. But it's kinda tricky, my occupation's still complicated. I heard my nigga Mash just graduated. No offense, but I don't need no piece of paper to tell me how educated I am. Doing this shit for the fam. Nigga, don't act like you ain't got a clue I am. You only go hard on the gram, I hop on the beat and I make it a classic. A lyric assassin.
Like, the aggression that he's coming with too, the braggadociousness, it doesn't fit the tone of the song. It does. His bars. He's been rapping. Everything up until now has kind of felt like poetry. It's kind of felt like you can. It's like a lesser version. That sounds ignorant, but like a not as like in-depth version of like a Eugen Blackrock or a Landmark. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like that light poetry to where it's still got a bop. It's still viable to be a hit. You feel me? Yeah, and I don't even know that this is necessarily bad rapping, but it's definitely not the vibe.
That I'm driven by passion. You niggas below the standards, like over the talent. Me and my niggas are fighting the masses. I wasn't good at mathematics, but you on top of me, can I?
There's no reason to be doing double time. There's no reason to be doing those flow switches on this track. Like, I used the Marvin's Room example again. If Drake came into Marvin's Room and started rapping all fast and stuff like that, it would be jarring and pull you out of the mood of the song, which that song is like pure ambience. You know what I'm saying? And like, the one thing that he's not doing, his rap ability is there, but he's not matching the ambience, and he's not like, I don't want to keep harping on it, but like, it's very noticeable. Even everything from his flow, the pitch, the tone, the subject matter, it feels very, very out of place. It feels like, yo, I wanted a J Hood feature, you know what I'm saying? Or I told you, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a lookout or something like that. This doesn't feel like the two of them sat together in the same room on a collaborative project and was like, yo, here's the vibe we're going to create on this track. This definitely sounds like something that was sent over to him and he put something on or something along that nature. You feel me?
Not happening to the proper fraction.
They try to copy me, they not original. Damn. Oh my God, I'm the man. My talent, I season. Yes.
Even the I don't even know if I like the transition from his voice into the hook.
Me cannot happen into the proper fraction.
They try to copy me, they not.
It's not. J Hood with this beat sounds like a backpacker vibe, whereas the others set more of the smoky room vibe. You feel me? And it's not a diss. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's definitely not cohesive. And it definitely it pulls it off of a playlist for me. This was a no-brainer to go on a playlist at first because it's so soothing. Like, it's so like in-depth. I liked it a lot. But I do think that it's now, it would either that or it'd have to be on a random playlist. You know what I'm saying? Because like his verses wasn't vibey. It would take me out of that vibe.
Original time. Oh my God, I'm the man. My talent, I season. Yes. I move like the waves. I never die when I crash. Turn my idols to fans. Try catch up if you can.
It's disgusting how I went from not really liking the hook or being critical of the hook to like in love with it in 3 minutes and 20 seconds that we listened to this. So like a little Spanish guitar in the background. even on like the little outro part, right? Like it's still being whispered. The tonality is still laid back and mellow and shit like that. I think J Hood owes you another track. That's what I think. All right, let's go to the scorecards. Let's switch it up. Hear my ass stop ranting. All right, we are new. We are new to everybody involved. Actually, J Hood is probably the only person that I'm not new to on here. Target audience for this. Yeah, I'm here for the vibes. Proper setting. Smoky Room. It's still a Smoky Room track. I'm not taking that back. Ghostwriter. I got a lot of Cole vibes from it. I was getting a lot of J. Cole vibes. If you guys are new here, it's your first time. I don't think J. Cole actually ghost wrote it. That portion of the scorecard is literally just for where we hear any type of influence come from. You dig me? Bars or lyrics? I think it was a 20. Best they could do. Nothing trash. Solid verse. I do think J Hood was the weak link here, which is ironic because on like the ciphers and shit like that, I'm pretty sure I picked him as being my favorite. But on this one, I think Mass came with a little bit more from a creative angle, from pretty much everything, to be honest with you, with the cohesiveness, with the track actually matching the ambience, matching the tone, matching the pitch. Then when you just dig into the actual lyrics, this was like a more poetic, less braggadocious subject matter lyrically, fits the tone of this, it's like a puzzle piece. You know what I'm saying? The delivery, I'm gonna give you a 21 out of 25 because of the hook. The hook ended up growing on me. I was going to give it a 20, and I started thinking about it. I was like, He was really, really smooth, especially weaving in and out of different languages. Mass was. The hook, again, like I said, ended up pushing it above and beyond for me. Beat selection, 15 out of 15. I like where they went with it. Sound quality mixing, 15 out of 15. Effectiveness. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This is where I definitely think that there could have been some quality assurance. I think there could have been like a, yo, that's not the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I feel like this is like a personal thing for me too. We'll talk about this later on. I do feel like rappers have a hard time, or artists in general have a hard time telling people to redo some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't have the connection or you know what I'm saying, like the rapport to do it, because I can't believe somebody that's musically inclined would also listen to this and be like, nah, this fits perfectly, like let's use that verse for something else. You dig me? That's my opinion. Who the fuck do I know? I'm just a reactor. Enjoyability, I'll give it a 9. It'll go on a playlist. 88 out of 100. That's my score. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Drop down in the comments below. Do you agree with my assessment of the track? Tell me to go fuck myself if you don't think so. That's totally fine too. If you don't agree with my assessment of how we broke it down, let me know. What did you like about it? What did you dislike about it? Let's talk about it. As always, support all the artists involved. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on